What for you is the challenge when you're doing one more young movie? You've done so many young love stories before. What for you today is the challenge? Is it the worry of repeating yourself?
Ultimately, it's all the same.
Okay.
If something is catchy, it reaches the public.
Right.
And something is melodic, they recognize it. But how can you give it in different forms where they don't feel like, oh, it's the same thing for 20 years.
Right.
At the same time, musically explore, even take an even more dangerous path. Let's see what happens. Learning through travel. Keep an open mind and be ready to receive things that come along the journey. So often, we have an opinion from someone or a place or a culture before heading to a destination. Each one of us are made differently. Sometimes there are many hidden truths of a place that are never revealed to us till we experience it ourselves.
When you compose a song like Kehna Hi Kya or Chupke Se, those are some of my favorite songs.
Okay.
Do you compose them and then think like, oh, I've done this before, and let me try something else? Or do you nurture them and do you progress with them? When you compose songs like you've done before, your first attempt on the piano when you write a song, and you know that this is special, this is very AR.
I never think like that. I think it's a kind of a vibration where you feel you are in that spot of melody, and it's, I think, mainly because of the inspiration of what the script is doing, or the character or the artist, or what it's doing, or lyric. So that actually inspires the whole thing.
Right.
And things keep changing, every decade things are changing.
Of course, yeah.
And I was actually listening to some of the stuff, old stuff, a week back. Suddenly somebody had it on an MP3 and I was listening to it. And I felt like many things have changed for the good now.
Right.
That what's happening now, but the clutter is so much that people are not that calm and that's not focused to what they're listening. It's a nostalgia attached to many things. And but there is an inner conscience in me which says this is happening, this has got something, and those things are always surface up.
Right.
Film composers traditionally fairly sort of behind the scenes, and they stay behind the scenes. They might have a famous name, but you never really get a sense of them as a personality. But you also seem to combine it with being something of a character.
I had a strange, when I started out in the studios to play keyboards, I was like 11, 12. So I was with a generation who were like 40 and 50. So I felt like I was 40 or 50. Then one fine day when I look at the mirror, I said, I'm young. So that was an advantage to become a personality and to start in music videos and to have your own music also, rather than just being faithful to film directors, writing scores.
It's hard to say no though to friends.
I think sometimes schedules, it's better not to say yes and make them wait and torture them.
Right.
That is my thing about even smaller movies. Because when I do a smaller movie, they have limited budget, they're taking money for interest.
Right.
And if I have a Hollywood project or something and I go sit there, I can't take my sensibilities off and do something else which is very South Indian folk.
Right.
And it's really, really uncomfortable to do that.
Correct.
And they can't wait for 3 months till it finishes. So that's the reason I understand certain things and I really want to do, but I know that this is going to happen.
Okay.
So be in touch with the poor. Try to think of ways to make their lives better. Think of how you can pull them up. There is a hidden virtue in doing this because time and time again, when a society ignores the poor, they always perish eventually.
got everything. Do you feel like there are still ambitions, still dreams unfulfilled? Are there other achievements that you still hope to make?
I don't know what my path of life is. And
Okay.
it opens up, like every day it's a new thing.
Right.
From my first movie, when I did Roja,
Mm.
I thought it'll be my last movie. And I get a national award. And
Right.
national award comes after 100 movies. It comes on a first movie.
True.
And then people ask me, what is going to happen next to you? It's all going to be a downer from now.
Right.
And then, but you find a path, you find a reason to go beyond. And as a human being, and as a musician, and as an artist. So I guess there's something else or something.
But nothing tangible, another Oscar, another Grammy.
I mean, I've got 2 Grammys, 2 Oscars.
True.
Yeah, I think it's more than that. I think now playing a educator, a principal of a school,
Right.
running a foundation,
Mm.
and then going into script writing a bit and getting ideas for my movies, which
Sure.
in the future we're going to